Just a quick reminder that work at your own pace. If you come in, especially with things in the environment around us every day, and you find that you're short of breath or you have a sore shoulder, please respect that. Do what you can. And even when we leave the chair and go behind the chair or anything like that, feel free to stay in the chair and work from that base. All right? The key is relaxing, focusing on the breath. Even our breath, getting it nice and deep into our body is strengthening and adding great circulation, massaging the internal organs. So that in itself is so beneficial if you even can't do other things. Okay, so work in what works for you, and again, never into our pain zones. We want to be safe. We want to be able to do this every single time we can without limitations because we got hurt because we overdid it last time. Okay, and as we begin, find a good comfortable chair to sit in. So you might start with one and find that it's not what works for you. Feel free to switch it out. Experiment with other chairs, and if your feet are floating off the floor, we have our blocks to put under the feet if you need. Okay? You can put a bench, you can do whatever you need that way so that you're not dangling and losing the sensation in the feet. Okay? So as we begin, place your feet on the floor, make sure the heels are under the knees. We've got lots of stability, so we're not going to fall forward. The toes are spread out. Good. Now we lose a lot of mobility through our feet, and because we walk constantly all day long, it ripples right up into our bodies. So we're going to work a lot of feet today. So focus on the feet. I want you to try to press each toe down to the floor. Now, a lot of times we have disengaged our connection to our toes, so might hit the big one, maybe the next one, the other two we might not even feel. But I want you to see them with your eyes because they're going to be poking out beyond your knees. And I want you to try and touch each toe to the floor. And if you get a group going down, that's okay. And be gentle. No one wants a toe cramp. All right. So we're just reconnecting the sensation. Now sometimes we can't because our bodies kind of detach that nervous system towards that toe. If you like, just reach down, feel each toe, gently push into a finger. So it reawakens the connection to the feet. Again, like it's muscle memory, it's reconnecting. Sometimes we have a muscle, we call it muscle amnesia. Our body forgets the muscle is there. The connection is just we haven't used it. And that happens a lot with our tense muscles in our body, right? We have this locked up muscle that doesn't know how to release because we've forgotten about it. So that's what we're here for today, is to kind of reawakening the body, get circulation back through the body. So let's start with the feet. We roll up onto the balls of the feet. Feel the tippy toes if you can. If this hurts your feet, just stay on the balls of the feet. Roll back down. Feel the arches, feel the heels. And then place your feet on the floor. Now I want you to take a deep breath in. Put your hands to your belly, breathe in. If it doesn't quite get there the first round or two or three or four, it doesn't matter. That's what our attempt is, to get it to the belly. Now lift up those heels through the balls of the feet. We're still breathing deep. You should feel your belly still expanding. As soon as we concentrate, we go to bad habits of that shallow breathing again. So what I want you to do is breathe into the belly for one. Exhale, rise the heels up into the balls of the feet, maybe to the tippy toes. Exhale, back down. And then breathe into that belly once again. Now you notice when you breathe into your belly, your posture just kind of lifts. Don't lift up here, lift through the breath. Exhale, lift your heel to the ball of the feet, to the toes. Hold for an inhale. Feel that belly. Exhale, lower down. And then breathe into your belly once again. Exhale, lift, the back contracts, the core contracts. And then as we hold for that breath in, we feel that belly going into the palm, then we release. We're going to slow this stuff down. Breathe into your belly. And we're going to do this movement as intentional as possible. No more multitasking, just kind of coasting through everything. Everything has a purpose. Breathe into the belly. Find your posture, relax your shoulders, exhale the feet back down. And then one more time, breathe into the belly. Exhale, rise those heels, toes, all the way up. And then breathe into the belly. And slowly, consciously bring those feet back down. Well done. Now breathe into the belly. We're gonna rock the feet open, so the knees are gonna fall a little bit wider. We're gonna reach to the edge of the feet. We're gonna lengthen down the sides of the ankles into the shins and into those calves. Curl your toes in like you're gonna grab a ball. You're gonna pull the sand in towards you, and then you're gonna open up your feet and release the sand and draw some more sand in towards you. And gently open. Spread your toes out as you open. Pull them, cup them as you come in. So we breathe in, we're tall, the belly fills. Exhale, power. And my legs might be a little bit wider, and I might be pulling a little bit more aggressively. If this hurts your feet, it hurts the knees. The movement's just smaller. All right, we all have different alignments in our body, different injuries we come with. So we're gonna respect that all the time. As we pull it in, we exhale. Inhale, belly opens, knee opens, toes open. 2 more. Exhale. Good. Just that circulation through the feet should start feeling really good. And then one last time. Exhale, bring it in. And then as we place the feet back to the floor, spreading the toes down onto the floor, breathe in nice and tall. Well done. Now the feet are going to walk out heel to toe. We're still up on our sits bones on the edge of our chair, but balanced. The knees are still over the heels. And the toes we can see poking out behind the knees or above the knees there. Make sure that we're not in and sloppy through the legs. Bring them right back out. Now this is our starting point. We're going to exhale, bring the knees slightly in, lengthening down the hips, and then inhaling back up. Now that's both legs. If we have one sore hip or we want to try and see what the right leg wants to do, we bring the right leg in only. Exhale. Now imagine a balloon is inhaling, lifting that knee back up right over that ankle, and then drop the left side. Exhale. Lengthening down that hip, inhaling that balloon up, bringing the knee right back over that ankle. Body is balanced. Now right side, drop it down. Inhale. So if I have one hip or one knee is a little sore today, when I go individually like this is nice because I can take care of that knee, go stop where I need to, watch that ankle, watch that hip, and then I'm still using my breath, concentrating on breathing in, growing taller and taller and taller, and then go back to the right side. Exhale it in, but always return back to your original position that is nice, safe, and with good form. Last one on each side. Exhale, body is tall. Inhale, that balloon floats up. Chest opens, the body is tall. Exhale, that right knee comes in. Beautiful. And then inhale, that balloon floats up. That knee comes right over that ankle. And we're back to where we started, nice and strong, nice and stable. Now bring your toes in first, then your heels, and then toes back to right underneath and in front of the body. Hands are going to float to the sides. Now I want you to wiggle your fingers as if you're wiggling them through water. Okay, work those fingers. Make sure we have every finger moving. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in through your lungs, lifting your body up, but not through your shoulders. As you exhale, let the weight of your hands wiggling, pull your shoulders softly down, and tuck in that chin. So imagine you're sitting up against the wall, your tailbones tucked back, the hips, the spine, the shoulders, and the back of the skull are touching that wall. Now relax your fingers, and you're going to breathe into your right lung. That's what's going to lift your shoulder up, is that breath. And as we exhale, place it into the back, slowly, gently, not aggressively, and we balance out. Inhale, lift the opposite shoulder. The movement is quite small, but it's based off the breath. You exhale softness. Inhale. Feel this like an accordion opening on that right side, and then as you exhale, coming back to its original state. Now the left side, accordion opens, and then gently back. Remember, the shoulder's not lifting, it's the rib cage that's drawing that shoulder up. Good, nice deep breath in. Take your time. Now as we begin to concentrate once again, we tend to shallow the breath. Breathe into the lung, push it into the hip, and then bring it back down with the exhale. Bring that breath into that right lung. Bring it into that right hip or whichever side we're on, and then let it come down nice and gentle. Good. Up we go. One more side. Beautiful. Now just check your feet and your legs. When we're a little bit weaker, we get a little bit tired and less focused, we get a little bit sloppy and we could be into this position. So plant the 4 points of your feet on the floor, your knees above your ankles. And then we're going to do 2 more, one on each side. As we breathe into the right shoulder, or right lung, we're going to lift that shoulder through the breath. Exhale, softness, but very small movement. Our movements do not have to be big and aggressive. For each one of us, it would be slightly different. And we want to really work around those lungs, those ribs, maximizing the use of our oxygen, giving us nice open lungs to when we sit nice and tall, we can relax with the shoulders back. Hands are going to float up. And once again, check those shoulders as we rise. Bring the hands to palm out front. Palms to heart. Breathe into that thumb. Shoulders relaxed. Left hand is going to reach to the sky. Push the tile away. Press and lengthen. Now you'll notice your shoulder rolls forward. Breathe into your left lung. Release it back. Place the hands together. Relax the shoulders. Breathe into the thumbs once again. Reach up. Exhale, press. Roll that right shoulder forward. Breathe into that right lung. And again, if I'm going a little bit fast, you slow it down to work with your breath. Breathe into the thumbs. Shoulders open. Exhale, press to the sky. Breathe into that lung. And softly exhale back to prayer. Breathe into the thumb. Try the opposite side. Press to the sky. Breathe into that lung. And then exhale softly back down. One more each side. Shoulders. Breathe in. Open the heart. Exhale. Open the lung. Breathe in. And then release. Well done. Last side. Inhale to the thumbs. Exhale, press. Inhale back. And just relax. Beautiful. Now think about your fingertips softly touching one another. The sensation connecting everything to the brain. Begin to float the hands up. Separate the palms to the sky. Drop the elbows into the back pockets, and without pressing the shoulder blades together, think low down and lengthen the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale up. Shoulders soft and down. So if I come up here and my shoulders come up, I'm not reaching as high. I'm over here now. When I exhale, I bring my elbows to my back pocket. And then I only bring my hands up as high as my shoulders don't follow. And for each one of us, it's going to be slightly different. And for each one of us, we might have one shoulder a little bit higher than the other. For sore, try to balance it always with the weaker, the sore side. We want body balance. Breathing in, feel your lungs opening up, and then exhale. Good job. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale softly back down. Check those knees, make sure they're over the ankles. And put your hands towards your kneecaps. Now we're going to lean forward, and because our heels are under those knees, we've got a lot of stability. If they were tucked underneath us, we probably fall forward. So this is why it's so important when we're sitting. We go to reach for something, we want the heels underneath those knees. So when we do, bring the belly, breathe in, lay it on the thighs. The heart comes towards the knees. We feel the chest being pulled like a gentle string forward. And then come up with a nice deep exhale. Use your core to strengthen your body. Now inhale, belly lays down, chest comes forward. Shoulders gently pulling back. You feel just a contraction in the back, the belly is open. Exhale, pull that core in, come up tall. And then inhale, belly opens, back strengthens. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Try not to curve out like a hump, bring it in towards the belly. Exhale, now we come up with a nice strong core, the back curves slightly, the shoulders soften. One more time, breathe into your belly, your chest, come forward. And go slow, go gentle. Make sure you feel the sensation in your body, and then as you exhale, tuck it back. And come up nice and tall. Well done. Reach your right hand out to the side, palm to the ceiling. Press up, and then gently lower. Bring your hand back to your knee, and place it to the kneecap. Now as we inhale, hand comes out to the other side. Press that sky up. Gently lower the elbow, and then carefully back. Now notice how that felt. Any pain? We don't do this movement, or we make it smaller. Start with the right side once again, palm up. Forearm is to the sky. Reach and press. Slowly lower, letting the shoulder roll back down, and place it to the knee. One more time on the left. Open the palm up. Press up. Slowly lower, and place it to the knee. Now we're going to feed the bird like we have in the past. Same kind of idea, but we're going to draw the elbows to the rib cage, so the elbows are under the shoulders, but they're glued to the rib cage. We're going to lift your hands off your thighs. Your palms are going to come up as if you've got bird feet in your palms. All right? Your shoulders are level, your body is tall. Now think of your elbows as a hinge. It doesn't move like a door. We're going to open up the hands, leading with the thumbs, wide in that opening. Feel your back gently contract. Your shoulders are stabilizing. And then as we come back, we exhale. We don't collapse the body in. We stay nice and tall. We inhale. Now imagine we're inflating a balloon between your hands. Two birds on either side of your body. Your chest is open, your belly is open. And then we exhale, tall posture. Beautiful. Now each time we do this and we open it up, we're stabilizing that shoulder girdle. Try not to bring the hands up, but keep them extended from the elbow. Exhale back, and then we inhale, open. Exhale back. Now we do put our shoulders through a lot of abuse as we inhale, open. So we need to make sure we take care of our shoulders. Bring it back down. One more time as doubles. Always opening to the extent where we go with the weaker side. So we balance the body, not clench the neck. Relax, relax. Bring it back. Now just try your right side. Leave your left side completely alone. Don't let it twist, but inhale your right arm out to the side. Exhale gently back. Now switching sides, keep your right shoulder back and open the left. That elbow stays in the body until both hands come back. Now try both hands once again, or do your individual arms. Perfect. Bringing it back safely. Now we're going to take the hands, thumbs to the ceiling, slide it by your hips. Reach back to the back of your chair. Now for each one of us, the chair might be slightly different where we hold. We're just going to lean forward, feel a little pull through the shoulders. Push the heart a little further forward, but lengthen through your spine. Now the heels are under the knees. We're not going to feel like we're falling forward. We should feel really, really secure here. Beautiful. Inhale up, nice and tall. Keep those shoulders back, and then gently lower. Beautiful. One more time, up we go. Keep your shoulders down, just feel the length around your neck, around your ears, your chest is open. And then one final time, bow forward. Nice. And then inhale up nice and tall. Well done. The hands come back to the front. We find the hands on the kneecap, where we're going to slide them down. Make sure those heels are under those knees. And as we lower, we go where we can, lengthening through the back into a forward fold. Now you'll feel your belly come towards your thighs. Breathe into that belly. Feel it press into the thighs. As you breathe into the belly, you're breathing into your back. Now we might be at the knees, we might be at the shins, we might be right down to the floor. It all depends on how open or tight our backs are. So breathe and relax. Now hold your body in a position that you're comfortable and you can hold for a couple minutes. We're going to take our right hand away, keep your body nice and low, and we're going to push behind us. Palm goes up towards the sky, And then we come slowly back down. And then we're going to push the palm on the other side behind us. It's like a paddle going through the water. Now keep going. Now if I'm a little bit higher, it's the same thing. I'm just going to push that paddle back and then gently bring it back to the front. And at any point I don't feel good being bowed over like this, I can come a little bit higher as I need. Because we're always listening to how our body feels. We're not going to work through uncomfortable feelings. Just lengthening the arm. And gently press. Good job. Listen to your bodies so we don't have to compete with anyone else here. Hands side up the shins. We've got the knees for support. Push your tailbone into the chair. Exhale through the core and slowly roll up into a nice tall position once again. Well done. Hands are going to come to the chairs. Heels are still under those knees. We are going to lift out of our chair. So if you want to join me, join me. Otherwise, just stay seated. Hands come forward, push into those feet. Use those nice strong legs to come up and find your nice tall position. Walk to the edge of your chair. So as I come to the edge of my chair, I can turn my chair, I can go to a wall, whatever works the best for me. I can even face my chair if I feel safer, or my table, wherever I'm at. All right, so if we're at the side of our chair, one hand's going to rest on the chair to keep us level. We're not going to lean or hold on to the chair, but we're just going to take that tailbone back and pretend we're sitting in a chair beside the chair we're holding. Now as we look down, we should be able to always see our toes. The weight will go into our heels, and we're just going to feel these quads fire. I don't have to go very low to feel this sensation. The key here is I want you to think tall, your chest is forward. The further we bow forward, the more tipsy we're going to be. So push the tailbone back. Inhale, come on up. Don't lock the knees, but breathe tall through the lungs, through the crown. Exhale, go down. The hand can slide down the chair, whatever you feel safest doing. Inhale up. And then exhale back down. Now if I'm sitting in a chair, I can bring one knee up at a time. I can press my heel softly into the floor. Trying to fire through those quads. Good job. 2 more. Take it down, tailbone back. Inhale, softly come up. Now you're experiencing everything as we go. We're going nice and slow. There's no momentum, pure strength. And we only go as low as we feel comfortable going. Well done. Come up nice and tall. Hands are going to sweep out to the sides. Arms are going to rise. And we're going to take the palms to the front like we're running our fingers down a board. Hands come to above the knees. The legs stay nice and long, but we reach forward with our shoulders. We can go to our chair if we need a little more stability, but we're going to lengthen that half extension. Now the shoulders love to roll up towards the ears, towards the neck. Pull them back. Reach with your elbows towards your hips. Beautiful. Now inhale, soften your knees. Tuck your tailbone under, and then roll up. Perfect. Now we're on the one side of our chair. I want you to walk back behind your chair and just shuffle side to the other side. Now as we get to the other side, same thing. We have our feet beside the chair, the opposite hand on the back rest if we need it. And we're going to take our tailbone back and lengthen through the spine, but bring the power into those legs. And again, we only go as far as we feel safe. Inhale up, slow and gentle, don't lock your knees. And as we watch our feet, they're parallel, they're lined up. Then we go back down. Good. You are that balloon. Inflate, float up. And find that power. Slowly lower. Good. Now we might find our body kind of pulling. Sometimes we have a very strong side, a dominating side. It will try to bully the other side. So we want to go slow and gentle and balance out the legs as much as we can. Perfect. And as we come back up, we inhale for one final one. And then we slowly lower once again. Good job. Exhale or inhale up. Face that chair if you need to, or stay where you're at. Hands come just above the knees. We lift up so that tailbone lengthen through the body, and softly pull the shoulders back into that half extension. Breathe and hold, and notice from left side to right. Maybe one side's a little tighter. Breathe into that tighter side. Try and balance them out as much as you can. Soften the knees when you're ready. Tuck your tailbone and then begin to roll the body up. You've got your legs to help. You've got the chair if you need. And as we come up nice and tall, take your hand back to the side of the chair. Feet are parallel once again. We're going to take the inside leg, the leg closest to the chair. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take a deep breath in, float your right knee up without swaying into that left hip. And we're just going to bring that foot forward. Now with that foot forward, I want you to step it a little bit wider so you're on a train track, not a tightrope, so we've got more stability. You're welcome to step back with the left leg or the opposite leg so that you're nice and close to your chair. Now your hips should be level, both toes pointing forward with both heels directly behind. Now pull and lengthen that belly button towards the hips and gently bow. You can bring your hand down a little bit lower to the chair if you're comfortable doing so. Beautiful. Inhale, come on up. The legs stay long but not locked. If you need to bend to come up, that's fine too. And then one more time, bow forward. Good. Breathe in. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then exhale, slowly back up. Perfect. Now bend both knees and gently lower. Now you'll feel this through your calves. So go slow, be gentle, but our calves can be very, very tight. They pull behind the knees, they hurt the knees, they pull up into the hips and into the back. So a gentle calf stretch is really good to do once in a while to make sure we're not too tight. Inhale, come up tall, and step back or step forward with your feet and just walk it out. Good job. Shuffle behind your chair once again. Try not to walk it, try to shuffle it if you can from one side to the other. Come back up. Now the opposite inside leg can come forward as you stabilize yourself on the chair. Breathing in keeps the body nice and tall as we come to the ball of the inside foot. And then we take that foot forward. If we need to move the feet apart a little bit, we need to adjust that we're close enough to our chair but our feet are wide, then we can do that. Nice long legs but not locked knees. Hips are balanced. Now we can bow forward. Now think tall. Imagine I have a string to your crown. We're lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. As soon as I feel it, I don't have to go any further. See how you feel. Inhale up. Good. And then gently bow once again. Lengthen from your tailbone to your crown. And then slowly come back up. Good, relax your shoulders. Now the feet are on that train track, right? We're gonna bend both knees. We're gonna sink down. Not very far, just to feel that calf. I mean, you might notice that this side you feel it more or less than the other side. Or maybe they're both pretty balanced. But my shoulders are still over my hips. I'm not leaning forward. I'm nice and tall. Good work. And then slowly come up when you're ready. Carefully bring your feet together and just walk it out. Awesome. Now we're going to go behind the chair. So the feet are just going to be parallel behind the chair. We're nice and tall. The chair is always there if we need it. If we don't, that's fine. Now what we're going to do is take your right leg out to the side, right hand out to the side, and just gently open up the body. The right hand's going to float up to the ceiling. And we're going to lengthen from your left heel all the way up to your right fingertip. Shoulder relaxed. Good. Now sink to your heel. Stay tall, but sink to your heel. All right, push up to the sky, come to that toe. Now as we sink to the heel, maybe the elbow comes a little bit deeper towards your back pocket. Inhale up. Press, toe, maybe right to the tippy toe, maybe not. All the way down, heel, elbow to back pocket. Let your head follow your hand. The eyes are amazing on sensing things, so connecting with that movement, following the hand down, and then opening up through the neck as we move. If this makes you dizzy or unstable in any way, just keep your eyes forward, use your chair, and come softly down. One more time. Inhale up. Lengthen down that body, relax the shoulder, and slowly come back down. Good. Now the legs are slightly apart. We're over to the right side. We're going to take your right hand, sweep it to the left side of that chair. Both hands are going to come to the chair, left on top of right. And I want you to look between your arms and gently under that armpit. You're going to feel a gentle pull through the back. Relax your shoulders. We're just going to drop the left shoulder down and look under that right one. We might be looking over the arm, that's okay, but just in that direction. Beautiful. Soften both knees. Let the left arm come to your hip, and then bring your body up nice and tall. Walk your way back to center and just step it out. Well done. All right, hands to your sides. Inhale, nice and tall. This time the left leg steps out to the side, toe to the floor, arm rises, and we reach to the sky. The hands can be anywhere we need that stability. Now as we lower the heel, just sink into the heel, start small, and then inhale, press up. To the toe, and then heel to elbow down, following that hand. Begin with the eyesight. Up we go. Now again, we're not clenching in the neck. We're breathing into that lung. Bring the breath in, lift that body up through the rib cage, soft through the neck, and then slowly lower. Good job. 2 more, up we go. Inhale up. Feel the weight of that heel go down as that elbow reaches to the back pocket, contracting gently. Follow your eyes back up if you can. Relax the shoulder, and then gently come back down. Well done. So now we're wide feet. Take your left hand to the right side of the chair, right hand on top. And as we gently drop our right shoulder, we can look softly in the direction or under that left armpit. Arms are long. Breathe into that left side of the body. There you go. Don't clench the neck, soften the shoulders. The arms can be long without having a contraction there. Take the time to breathe. The knees are soft. Let your right hand float back down by your hip. Your left arm slides across the chair and back to the other side, and then we walk it out. Good job. Hands both come to the edge of the chair, and as we balance ourselves with very little weight, we're going to walk back, lift that tailbone, spread out the elbows slightly, and lower your heart. Now we can do this on the chair by just bowing forward, laying the belly on the thighs, but just think about lengthening through your back. The knees are still slightly bent. My ears are between my arms, and I have nice, long, long arms. Beautiful. Soften the knees as you inhale. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll up, and walk back to your chair. Now we're going to turn our chairs so that we can face forward. We're going to slide the chair behind us. So the back of our hips, the back of our lower back might be touching the chair, but we're still facing forward with the chair behind. So watch your water bottles, watch your shoes. Toes are forward, knees are soft. Hands are going to reach out. Now if we're sitting in our chair, we can do the same motion. Right hand goes to the backrest, and we're going to bring the hips forward like a magnet towards me. The left hand comes forward, but we're gently using the chair. So I'm going to turn so you can see. As my hand goes back, my hip comes forward. And if I'm sitting in my chair, I'm just reaching back the back of the leg there. Now I'm going to reach forward like you're grabbing something to pull yourself up. Bring your body back up nice and tall and balance it out. Now the left hand goes behind. The right hand floats up to counterbalance. The knees are still soft. Inhale, lower. Let the hips open. The breath is going into the belly, into those hips. And then reach forward. Grab what you need. Draw your body up. And hands back down by your sides. One more time. So as we roll that arm back, feel the shoulder opening across the chest. This might be enough where we stay. That hip forward is just another option, but we're breathing tall. We're not compressing the back, we're lengthening the back. Well done. Exhale, grab, pull yourself back up. And then one more time on the left side. Palm down, breathing in, lengthen that body. And then exhale, bring yourself up. Well done. Walk it out. We're going to come to the back of the chair once again, bringing it to the front. And as we make our way around those chairs, come to the front once again. We're going to have a seat with the knees over the heels. Make sure we have that sensation of where our chair is. We can reach back for it if we need, but we're going to slowly lower down. Place those tailbones, sits bones to the chair, and find yourself sitting nice and safe. All right? Bring your hands forward. Now we're going to do a little bit of somatic yoga here. So the shoulders are relaxed. The body is nice and tall. Relax those shoulders. Take a second here, even to put your hands back on your hips and let the shoulders come down. If we are tight through the neck, do one arm at a time. So I might bring one arm nice and long, and then I might be able to bring the other one up, I might not be able to. So if I'm going to start with one arm, I'm going to reach, bring my shoulder forward but down, and then gently roll back and stop, as if there's a wall behind me. Reaching forward and draw back. Now I want you to imagine you're grabbing a rope and you're pulling it towards you, but as you pull back, the arm stays straight. We're going to want to bend this elbow. We don't want to bend it. Okay? So it's a very small movement. Again, bigger movements don't mean better. Doesn't mean we've got more flexibility because we go further. A lot of it changes our form, which affects everything else. Shoulder down, reach, keep it down, and then bring it back. Relax your hand to your knee, and then try the other side. Now, if we have a sore shoulder, this is very gentle for us to focus on one shoulder at a time. As we go forward, we feel a contraction through the pecs. As we draw back, we feel it through the shoulder blades and to the shoulder girdle. We reach. Now watch the shoulder. Even if you have to put your hand on it, is it popping up to reach and then rolling back? Or is it going forward, feeling the pull gently on the rib cage and gently back? Imagine you have two glasses on either shoulder and you don't want to knock them off. So the movement's very small. Stick with your singles, or we can try both. Reach with your right. And you think of cylinders, right? One goes up, one comes down, kind of like a motor. That's all we're doing. The arms stay straight. As we breathe. Breathe. There you go. Shoulders relax. That's going to be the hard part. Beautiful. One last time. Reach. Gently bring it back. And then reach. And then gently bring it back. Now take your right palm, face it towards me, thumb is down. Take your left hand on the outside of your hand, and we're going to push your right palm away, lengthening all the way through. Shoulders still down. Let your hands float down by your sides. Beautiful. Arms go up. Respect the shoulders. Exhale down. Beautiful. Shoulders soft. Breathe into your thumb. Exhale the left hand out this time, thumb to the floor. Shoulders down. Right hand on the inside, wrap it around the hand, and then just gently push your left hand away. Breathe into your back. Let your shoulders sink. And then slowly bring it back to you. Let your arms float down by your sides. Now this time as we come up, I want you to keep your hands above your elbows. Now the hands, check and make sure the wrists are above those elbows, that we're not out to the sides or out to the front. Now we're going to relax your shoulders. This might be a lot of weight, so take breaks as you need. Elbows are up at shoulder level or slightly lower if you need to rest them. Bring the hands slowly together. Palms touch. Now very slowly relax your neck and shoulders and try to squeeze your elbows towards each other. The key is not to bring tension into the neck. So if they have to stay apart, they have to stay apart. That's all good. Release your hands, interlock, or release your elbows, interlock your fingers, and then float your elbows nice and wide. Shoulders down. Relax, relax, relax. Take your right elbow, bring it to the right side of that chair. Now we're tall, we're not bending to get there. We're staying tall and pivoting on our tailbone, twisting through our vertebrae, and then looking beyond our knuckles. So we're not looking to the right elbow yet, but we're going to come back to center. A gentle traction through the fingers, so we drop our shoulders. Relax the shoulders, take the breaks as you need, and then slowly twist to the left. You're tall, right through the crown. Shoulders soft, soft, soft. Imagine my warm hands sitting on your shoulders, just relaxing them. There we go. And then back to center. Take a break by releasing your hands. Let your hands float by your sides. Push forward and up. Exhale back. Imagine your paddles are in the water. Fingertips through that water sensation or through the sand. Give those shoulders a break. Now the shoulders should be relaxed even as we rise those arms up. We've got to train our body not to always clench. Just think of nice cotton balls in your hands. And then one more time as we come up, bring the hands out to the front, interlock those fingers once again, rise the elbows. So we're nice and level. Check your shoulders, they should still be low. And then as we begin to move that right elbow to the right, keep your chin in line with your knuckles. You're nice and tall. You're breathing down into that belly, into that back. It's going to be a little more challenging. And if you like to, work through the neck, let your shoulders relax, and look over towards your right elbow. Slow and gentle. Breathe as you move. If it feels too much, you back out slowly. You hold in a position that works for you. Come back to center, back to the front of the body. Good job. Relax your hands. Float them forward and back. Use your breath. We're not muscling through this. Each part of our movement is going to have a breath, an inhale or an exhale to help it. We float up like we're bringing those cotton balls up of air. We exhale, softness through the shoulders, relax the muscles down the arms. Core is engaged. We inhale up, the back gets engaged. One more time. Beautiful. And last time, come up over in front of the shoulders. Bring your hands together, interlock. Elbows go wide. Shoulders are soft. Let's do our ripple. And then as we balance it out, the chin tucks. We turn that elbow towards the left. We're tall, tall, tall as we breathe in. We exhale as we're in our position, shoulders down. Nice tall spine. There should be no pinching sensation to the body whatsoever. And if you choose to, you can look over that left elbow. Breathe nice and tall into your bodies. And ease out whenever you need. Looking beyond the knuckles as we come back to the hands. And then slowly untwisting the spine. And releasing those hands. Good job. Now take your hands to your knees. Walk your feet nice and wide once again. We're going to lower the belly down with the chest. Now the elbows are going to flare out to the sides. They can go towards the back of the room if you need to, but we want to really open across the chest. Lower down, place the weight in your feet. Your heels are under the knees for safety. The knees are wide. Beautiful. Inhale, come on up. Tuck that tailbone down into the chair and then lift through the heart. One more time, bow forward. Let that belly come down, chest opens, giving the shoulders a bit of a break. And then tuck that tailbone towards the chair. Exhale your way back up. And I'm going to give you your first option as we cross the left hand to the right knee. Take your right hand to your hip and sit up nice and tall. Very prideful position here. Now if we're comfortable here, the chin is tucked. We're not looking to the sky, we're looking straight out front. The right hand extends to the side and the chest opens. So breathe into that open lung. This extension of the arm is an option. Once again, we don't have to do anything we're not comfortable doing. The knees are wide, supporting the body. The right hand comes back to the hip. And the left hand sweeps back over to that left knee. Hands both come to the knees. We bow forward through the belly, through the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale your way back up. Feel every vertebrae opening, softly stacking. If it takes you 5 breaths to get up, then it takes you 5 breaths. It doesn't matter. It's about your body experiencing it. Tuck the chin. Bring your right hand to that left knee. Keep your right knee open. Don't let it close up on you. The left hand to the left hip. Sit up nice and prideful. Tuck your chin in. Look to the side. Now you can take the option to extend the left arm if you choose. Shoulder down. Imagine you're shaking someone's arm behind you. Breathe into that lung. Now, a lot of these positions we're doing are great if we've been sitting in a car for a while or sitting down. We can do it anywhere as we release the left hand to the hip, right hand to the right knee, and we come back to center. Give your body a chance to move sometimes as we come forward, lengthening, giving the back a bit of a release. Exhaling, rolling back up. Even if we're sitting in front of our computers, great opportunity to take a stretch. Now as we twist to the side, we know we're massaging our organs, so that's a great thing to do if we've been sitting a lot as well. So the next move we're going to do is we can either go back to the left hand on the knee and open to the side with a nice tall posture, or if you're comfortable going a little bit lower, we can reach down. Now this is going to depend. We could use a block, we could use anything, another chair, or we can release our right hand back behind us in this position. It can be hand on shin. Maybe the hand's on the knee still, but we're just a little bit lower. But no matter what position we're in, our spine is long, we're lengthy. Your tailbone is reaching to the back of the chair, your crown is reaching up to the front. Now this time the right hand comes to that knee. We bring our body up safely. Slide your left hand up to the inside of your right leg so we're nice and safe. Deep breath in, tuck your chin, bring your body down. Beautiful, lay out that spine. Exhale that tailbone in, scoop that belly button and feel your spine moving like it's meant to. Not stiff and seized together, shoulders relax. Now once again, the right hand can go to the right knee. We can stay high or we can go low. The left hand to the left hip or extend it back behind us as just another option. Now think length through your spine. Beautiful. And then release your left hand back to that knee. It's there for support. As we exhale, we push our tailbone into the chair. We feel our core helping our body roll up naturally as we exhale, and both hands to the knees. Heel toe your feet back together. Give them a little bit of a gap between your knees and your toes. Hands reach behind, chest opens. Now we can grab where we feel safest. Watch your wrists. Make sure they're nice and long and straight. Bring your chest forward as you breathe in. Nice tall crown. And just hold for a couple of seconds and breathe. Well done. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, inhale up, release the hands. Now if you feel good with your knees this close together, fine. If you want to go wider for stability, please do so. But we want to concentrate on our spine being as tall as possible. So if we're getting tired, take a break, but get that back up nice and tall. We're sitting on our sits bones, our chin is tucked. So as we come back to the front, take your right hand, place it on your cheek, your left side. Your nose is still forward, your elbows out to the side is high, but your shoulders down. All right, so a lot of times as we relax our hand back to our lap, I want you to think about this, close your eyes. Anytime you wanted to speak to someone in a situation that was really uncomfortable, you feel the knot in your throat, right? That's another area we carry our stress. We shallow breathe, the knot goes in the throat. We grind our teeth, there's lots of tension there, sometimes we're not even aware of. So what I want you to do is when we replace that right hand to the cheek, look towards that elbow, but keep your head straight. Now, we relax our shoulders, we're nice and tall. I want you to breathe in and turn, follow your elbow with your gaze. Leave your left shoulder behind. If it falls a little bit, that's just fine. You feel a contraction to the shoulder, a lengthening through the neck. Exhale, come back. Now the breath in this one's very important because this is a very somatic movement. We inhale, we open up this area through our breath. And then as we exhale, we bring it back. Good. Nice long exhale. Empty everything out. And then one more time. This is really good for the vocal cord area of the body. Through the neck and through the shoulders as well as we come back. And then we release the hand to our sides. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathe into the same side of the neck. Let the left shoulder relax. And again, think of that warm, comforting hands on your shoulders, just soft and gentle. Inhale up to the back of the crown. And as we center the body up again, balance the weight from left and right. The knees are over the ankles. Take your left hand to your right cheek. Bring that shoulder forward. Look at that elbow. Now as we inhale, we just turn the head. We're not pulling the head or the cheek. We're just guiding it over with the hand. Feel your right side relax. You breathe into it, and then exhale, bring it back. Contracting through the chest. Inhaling, opening up all this area through the neck. Now the reason why we go so slow is so it's intentional. Every part of this movement is intentional. The muscles have a chance to contract and release without any momentum. One more time, inhale, open. We can concentrate on our breath, our lengthening. We get way more out of it than trying to rush through positions, not focused, and possibly injuring and hurting ourselves. Beautiful. Let the hand come back down. And as we lift to the crown, slowly lower that left ear towards that left shoulder. And just breathe in down through the neck, down to the shoulder. Chest is open because as we breathe into the neck, we're breathing into the heart, into the belly. We're nice and tall. Beautiful. As we inhale up nice and tall with the crown, place your hands on your chair, slide your hips back. We're going to go into a gentle relaxation. With all the hustle and bustle of every day, we don't have enough time just to slow down and relax. You can use your back rest if you want, or you can keep your posture nice and tall, but toes forward, knees forward. Keep those hips active, those legs active. Rest your hands, palms up to draw energy in for your day, or palms down just for some quiet, relaxed energy. Whatever works for you. This is your practice. So breathe. Draw the breath in through the nose. Feel the sinuses open up and towards the nasal passage of the forehead. Relax all that tight pressure. Softening the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks. Across the band of the forehead. Now again, if we were never one to be a more relaxed, meditating type person, and we have a hard time breathing and getting to locations, just touch. Bring the breath in, walk it towards the forehead. This is the band where there's a lot of tension a lot of times. Sinuses that will open. Our gentle touch just activates the connection from the brain to the body. It just helps. Find that this area is opening up. And then again, as you inhale, feel the breath going through the back of the throat, softening the tongue and the mouth. Reminding ourselves to say less and listen more as the tongue relaxes and rests. As the breath travels down the back of the neck into the shoulder blades, we feel the shoulders expand, drawing out any tension or tightness around the shoulder blades and into the neck. And as the back lengthens with each breath, visualize that elevator shaft where the breath is traveling down the spine. If we're curled over, bent over, it'll get jammed up. We want a nice free flow all the way down to that tailbone, into the legs, into the limbs. And as we take it back out, we're exhaling a gentle contraction of the core out through the throat and releasing any tension, tightness, negative energy of the body. And as we breathe, the mind begins to relax, and thoughts might float into our heads, but accept them and then place them to the side. We'll deal with things later, and with the clarity that we're creating in the mind, we'll remember them. But right now, it's just you and your bodies. Notice how your feet touch the floor. Feel its texture. Feel the softness of the ankles up through the calves. And any pressure along the way, we just breathe into it. As we feel any tightness behind the knees or around the kneecaps, just begin to release. Our nice strong quads and our lengthy hamstrings are softening into the hips. As the hips level out with each breath, the tailbone gets heavier in the chair. And as we breathe into our bodies, we notice that if we're a little slouchy in that lower back, if we're loading it with the weight of our upper body, we can be tall. We can breathe and just extend that lower back out with each breath, massaging it. We feel our breath pressing against our diaphragm into our organs, massaging, getting circulation, adding to our digestion, soothing any stresses of the stomach, IBS, Crohn's. When our breath is deep, it nourishes our body in so many ways. Our ribs begin to loosen with our nice big breaths. Finding more breath in each inhale. Our hearts begin to float a little bit further to the front. Less compressed, less protected. A little more relaxed and open. Our chest and our throat are relaxed. Now as you breathe, I want you to put yourself in an environment that is relaxing for you. Something that makes you smile. Maybe it's a beach on a nice hot area. Maybe it's a green forest or rainforest with lush trees and bushes. Maybe it's your backyard garden or a garden you've had years ago. Look around, absorb all the beauty that you enjoyed or enjoy when you go there. The smell of the air, the memories that come back. And when that sensation of that happiness, that connection of good memories, bring them into your body, let your body change and absorb that feeling once again. Lifting the heart, lifting the spirits. And with it, the nice deep breaths that you keep breathing into the body.